What is going on YouTube? It's your boy JR here. We are back with another video, and this is another install video. So it's not like y'all haven't seen this 1,000 times before, but you ain't seen it on my channel, so here it is. So we got the 2025 ZX6R here, past inspection, so we don't have to worry about any accidents happening. But today we're going to be installing the T-Rex frame sliders. Now these are no-cut frame sliders, and I'll leave a link in the description where you can get them from T-Rex's website. They offer them in 3 different colors, man. You got silver, black, and the classic Kawasaki green. So you order these, and they come in a set. They're not like individual. So part number is N52-19, and the price on them is $129.95. I think these are very important to have, man. I mean, there's another safer way that you can go, but I'm not doing any stunting. So I was thinking about doing Impact Tech crash bars, which I still may end up doing them. But for right now, man, at least the bike has some type of protection. But these are all the parts and everything right here. Those are the pucks that you see for the T-Rex frame sliders. They look real good, real sturdy. One of the benefits of these particular frame sliders is that the puck that you see right here is replaceable. So if you ever do go down and they get all scratched up or banged up and you care about the aesthetics, then you can go online and purchase new pucks for, I believe, $64.95, I think it is. And that's a pretty decent price, I mean, compared to what you would have to pay if you damage the fairings and everything on the bike. So let's go ahead on and get into the install of everything. But yeah, price on these is $129.95. Only took about 2 days for them to come in, so it's pretty quick. And the install is fairly easy. The tools that you're gonna need: 14mm socket right here, the 4mm, a 5mm, and an 8mm. This big boy right here, 4, 5, and an 8, and a 14mm socket right there. We're gonna start on the left side of the bike, and let's go ahead and get into this install. If you're interested in and you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, drop a comment below as we go through, and hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you know when more videos being posted. So without further ado, let's get on forward with the install. All right, so from the left side of the bike, first thing you want to do is we're looking to remove this screw right here. So this is what you're gonna need your 14mm for, but in order to get to that, as you can see, it's covered up. We're gonna need to remove this bolt right here for the fairing in order for the socket to fit back there. All right, now that we got that bolt out right here, put that to the side. Next thing you're gonna do is unscrew this black piece right here. Okay, now we got that out. All right, so next you're gonna take the left bracket, and this is with the bike facing this direction. On the left side, this is the aluminum base right here, and you're gonna have a M10 bolt here, and with the big spacer that comes with it. It's only one of these, but this spacer is gonna go behind here. It's gonna go right behind this piece here. So I'll show you how to install that. I'm just gonna pull it, and it's just gonna rest right there. And where you removed that big bolt, which is right here, you're gonna replace it with this bolt and this spacer behind. All right, so I'll go ahead and install that and get back with y'all. All right, guys, one thing that I found is that if you have a 5/16 and an attachment for your socket, then it will fit these M10 bolts right here, which will make it a whole lot easier. You won't have to remove like all the fairings and everything. So if you get that way you can tighten it up. Not 100%, but just get it in there, you know, so you can come back in just in case you need to make any adjustments. And just be really careful with this right here with the fairings and everything, because they are plastic, so too much tension can break them. But this is the left side that we have in. Of course, it's loose right now because we still have to make other adjustments on the other side. And now that we've got this bolt in over here, now you can put any bolts that you have to take out in your fairings. Now you can put those back. In my case, I took out this bolt here. There's a small bolt that I took out right here and down on this corner here that I took out. And I want to say there was one up top right here. I can kind of show you. There's one right there that I took out, so it kind of gave me a little bit of leverage on this black piece right here to take out so that I could reach. Now you just put those back and we're gonna go into the right side. Okay, so this is from the right side. On the right side, we're gonna do the same thing as far as the removal of bolts as we did from the left side. So there's a bolt behind here. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna unscrew this black piece right here, and we're gonna remove this bolt right here for the fairing. Probably end up having to remove these down here just to give you a little, a little bit more play with the fairings. And maybe the one up top here so that this black piece can move out far enough so that you can use this 5/16 socket for this bolt right behind here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and now that we got that side out, we got all the bolts out and everything. Now we're gonna take this frame bracket here. This is how you want it coming out. So I'm gonna put this right over, slide it right over. And now we're gonna slide in the screw on this side. Remember, it does not have a spacer for this side, so you're good. All right, so now that we have this bracket in over here, we can just go ahead and take your 5/16, get up under here, tighten that up really good. Well, not 100%. And then put all your bolts back in place for your fairings. All right, y'all, so the next part of this is gonna take this bar right here, and you're gonna take 2 of these M8 by 30. You're gonna slide the bar right on through. See if I can get y'all a little bit closer. Slide the bar right on through here. Screw this in on one side. Just hand tighten it though, don't completely lock it in. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but just hand tighten it, don't completely lock it in yet. And this is where you're gonna use your 5mm to tighten this bolt in here. And the final piece of the puzzle is the puck itself. See, I got them in black here. So this is the right side that I'm installing, and you're gonna use the M8 35, M8 by 35. That's it's a little bit longer than the 30, but that's pretty much gonna be it. You're gonna put that down the bottom, screw that in, put that in on both sides, and I'll show y'all the finished product when we're done. And that is pretty much it as far as the install. Don't let anybody tell you to, go to a dealership and do this, have this done. Mountain Motorsports tried to charge me like $486 to do this install, and the parts only cost $129, $139 after tax and shipping and everything. So take the time, just get you a couple tools and you can do it yourself, save yourself a lot of money. But this is the finished product right here for the T-Rex frame sliders. Just looking at it from the side so you can see exactly how much is coming out. Show you on the left side too. It's a little darker over here, but you get the picture. So this right here will provide decent protection for the frame sliders. I do plan on getting some additional stuff too, man, like some spools, in the front here, some axles, spools in the back. And I may or may not do the Impact Tech crash cage, I'm not sure. Honestly, the way these frame sliders are looking right now, along with the lever guards, I think I'm good, because like if these get damaged, I can always order some more of these. Frame sliders get damaged, if I want to, I can get another puck, replace those, because once it's up there, it's up there. But everything else is pretty decent. Like, I would like to get something back here. So Impact Tech does make like a cage for the back. They're more like handlebars for like people when they do stunts and stuff. But Yeah, that may be later on, but I think right here, this is a good start for protection. So if you're interested in these, links will be in the description below. Again, man, if y'all like the video, hit that thumbs up button, drop a comment below, let me know what you think. And I'll holler at y'all in the next one, man. It's your boy JR. Till next time, peace.